Hey, y'all. Great evening. Drop a hello. Drop a great evening in the chat. We are so excited. We see you guys. I see you guys. Go ahead and drop a great evening, a hello right there in the chat. I see it all. I can't wait to engage with you guys. Y'all, technology, we're trying something new. It's 2024. And sometimes when you try something new, everything does not go as planned, but it's okay because we're going to forge ahead, right? So, again, drop those comments. Great evening. Tell us where you're joining us from. We're so excited to have each and every one of you here with us. Hey, great evening, my beautiful people. I see some of my good friends. I see y'all. How is everyone doing today? It's a beautiful Sunday. It is the first Sunday of the new year, and we are so super excited to have each and every one of you here. Again, welcome to this new year. We are happy to have each of you guys here with us, still working through. Can you guys see me? Let me know in the chat. Can you see me or do you just see a screen there? Okay, great. You can see me. Awesome. Put that baby down. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? You guys have made my night just by showing up here in this space. You guys, one of the things I said when I put this out, I said, hey, go ahead and grab your cup of tea. I have mine. What's in your cup? As a matter of fact, I have a question. What are you drinking? You got coffee or you got tea? Right. I have tea, of course, and tonight I don't have oolong, y'all. I've been traveling. God has been great already. I'm ready to take on the second week of supporting organizations and schools, and I have to keep my immunity in check, right? So I'm actually drinking vitamin C tea tonight. What are you guys drinking? What do you guys have? You have coffee, tea, or your other favorite beverages, right, for Sunday afternoon? We want to go ahead and ask you to tag a friend, share this video, like the video. You guys know all those wonderful things that I am having to learn, right, about going live on Facebook. We are not going to be here for a long time. We're going to be here for a good time, but not a long time. So we're going to go ahead and get the party started. So again, I like it. Detox tea. What kind of detox tea are you drinking? Help all of us, honey. Detox tea, Todd. What are you drinking? What's the brand? It's a brand new year. And listen, speaking of detox tea, you guys, if you're on the Gulf Coast, you should definitely check out Moore's Choice. That's where I get all of my good stuff from, right? You guys hear me talking about CMOS. She is the place. They have I'll keep a stash of tea out of there. You name it, she's got it. So again, Detox, what type of tea are you drinking? Come on, share with us. Somebody says it's water time. Amen for that. How much water you guys drinking? We all need to increase our water for the year for sure. Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and get this party started. I, again, want to say thank you guys for joining us. This is our official launch of Boss Moves. That's what we're calling this show. It's called Boss Moves. And help me out because we want to make sure that everybody understands what boss stands for. Boss is not about somebody being, in charge or coming and telling folks what to do. It's not about that. It's about you activating, right, your purpose. It's about you realizing that you've got a talent despite a title and you better get to using it. It's a new year, but I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. So it's about what are you doing tomorrow, today, with what you have, right, to make impact. So again, drop it with me. Quick crash course. The B stands for boss. Drop it in the chat. B stands for boss. If we are going to, again, make our greatest impact, if we're going to operate in purpose this year, we've got to activate that B. And that's about being bold, right? It's about standing in your fierce authenticity. Nobody can do you like you. What are you waiting on? Think about that. So many times we're waiting on others to give us permission to be who you are when they don't have that authority. So if you're waiting on that, you're going to die with all of that good stuff in you because nobody really can give you that type of authority but you, right? Nobody can do you but you. So again, B stands for standing in who you are, fiercely authentic. You are wonderfully made. And that's a beautiful thing. 2024, we're going to be authentic. We're going to stop following trends. You are the trend, friend. Drop it in the box. I am the trend. You are the trend. You are it, right? It's very important that the B also stands for advocating, right? Think about how many times we know what we want, we know what we need, but we are not willing to make that thing known, right? Think about that. How many times we are just too afraid to ask for the thing that we need. We are not doing that in 2024. Drop it in the chat. Not in 2024. I am advocating for myself. Not only am I advocating for myself, but remember tonight, the title is about the pursuit of purpose, right? So when we're talking about purpose, it's bigger than just you. So I want to challenge you not to just be in the space to advocate for you, but advocate for those who don't have a voice around you as well, right? So that's the B. B stands for bold. Again, drop that in the chat. B equals bold, right? The O stands for optimistic. That just so happens to be the cup. Yeah, I love mugs to have random things on them outside of my custom mugs. Okay, I like mugs. But optimistic, we need not another negative soul on the earth. And if I can be honest, at some point or another, it's easy to fall into that trap of saying, woe is me, and only seeing things as half empty or the bad side of things, right? But we can train our brains. And being a boss is all about training you. You got to manage you before we can manage other people, right? But being optimistic, looking at the glass as half not empty or half full, but refillable. And you've got the power to refill that thing. And the first S stands for spontaneous. It's a new year, and friend, you just need to try something new. Let me say that again. You just need to try something new. This Boss Moves show is something new for me. We're going to see how it goes, right? It might be a flip, it might be a flop, but even if it's a flop, I'm going to learn from it, right? And so that's the space that we have to be in. Understand that I'm never losing. It's win or learn. That's it, period. End of story, right? But you've got to be willing to take some risk. Let me say, drop it in the chat. I've got to take some risk this year. You've got to step outside of that comfort zone if you are going to progress on your pursuit of purpose, right? And then that last S stands for substantial. And that one is always sobering because, y'all, I am here today and I travel so much. And God is so good that he keeps me safe. But there are so many times, even the last 2 weeks, and I have called my mom every single time, like, we have been, Tyler and I have been like, or be myself, legit one car in front of me. In McGee the other day, I'm driving, coming on back down to the coast, a 4-car pile up, like legit one car in front of us. And so that could have been me. That could have been my last moment. That could have been it, right? And so the question is, what would have been said about LaQuanta Murray Nelson had that been it, right? And so we are all here to make impact. And so that's what Boss is all about, right? So don't get it twisted. It's not the negative stuff. It's about you managing you and you doing the best that you can be this year for you so that you can be the best for others. So here we go. We're jumping into the topic tonight. We're talking about the pursuit of purpose. Let me tell you and let me lean in. You are here for a reason. And I'm getting real close. I'm too close. Sometimes you're too close. I'm getting in, all right? You are on this earth for a reason. And you got to know that if you don't fulfill your reason, the world is void of something if you don't do what you are here to do. I cannot say, drop it in the chat. I am here for a reason. And the great question of life is, what is their reason? Y'all know I love old movies, right? So one of my old favorite movies of all times, what's love got to do with it? My dear Aunt Bertha, y'all, she watches that and she watches it all the time. Like, it never gets old. She's a Tina Turner fan, right? But like, legit, y'all remember my favorite scene? When Lorraine came in and she wanted to know why she here, why she here, right? The question why are you here? Why are you on this earth, right? It's the great question that when we figure that thing out, our world shifts. That's the day you start living. Let me say that again. I'm sitting back in my seat and drinking my tea. The day you figure out your purpose, that's the day you really start living, right? So here we go. Let's talk about this just for a second, and we're jumping right in. You guys, I see you. Yes, you are. You are here for a reason. You are here for a reason. And again, today we're all here to help each other figure out, know your why. Absolutely, D-Todd. That is why we know your why. Here we go. The first question and the first tip for you, and I need you to drop it in the chat. Purpose is not limited to position. Purpose is not limited to position. Think about how many times we all are sitting at a unique place in life. You can see something that nobody else in the world can see. Let me say it again. You can see some things that nobody else in the world can see. But instead of you doing something with that knowledge, we will give the excuse, or we will tell ourselves, well, it's not my job. That's the boss man job, or that's the missionary's job, or that's the this, because I'm not in that position, right? I want to challenge us right now here today to stop that. Stop minimizing who you are based on the title that you have. Okay. So again, that's not what we do in 2024. So drop it one more time. Matter of fact, make it personal. My purpose is not limited to my position. One more time. My purpose. We making this thing personal tonight because it is. My purpose is not limited to my position. And you guys know how life is, right? You could be up today, down tomorrow. And so if you aren't careful and you only attach your value to the position or the title when life possibly happens, what happens to your self-worth? You got to know it's bigger than that. Drop that in there. It's bigger than that. What I'm doing is bigger than any position, right? What I'm doing is worth more than any salary you could ever pay me. This I know for sure, and you need to know it for sure. When you're operating in your purpose, it's bigger. Drop that in the chat. It's bigger. It's bigger, and you are bigger. And listen, 2024, we making boss moves. We making boss moves. We are not minimizing. We're standing on that thing this year. Go ahead and make sure you've liked this video. Make sure you've shared the video. Again, this is our first night rolling with boss moves. All right, so that's the first thing, and I hope you've taken notes. Again, we're here for a short time, a good time, not a long time, right? So again, that first one is that my purpose is not limited to my position. And I know I have a lot of educators on here, and I need you guys to know, I know how hard it is. I'm blessed. I am in schools all over the United States, and I see it. But you've got to know that a LaQuanta or a Quanta sitting in your room won't become a Dr. Nelson unless you show up tomorrow, unless you show up in a very boss way. So be encouraged and know that you guys are making a difference. To my parents that are on here, go ahead and drop we appreciate you, educators, because it's a mixture of y'all on here. So make sure you're telling the folks that you appreciate them. Just send them a happy every now and then, right? I know the struggle is real. I know it is, but you've got to know if we don't do it, if the educators in this world don't continue to show up, oh boy, we all can fill in the blank there. Okay. So the first thing, as I said, my purpose is not limited to my position. All right, here we go. Number 2, you better become a learn-it-all. I know you're thinking, what in the world is that, right? Go with me just for a second. Who wants to become or work with a know-it-all? You can drop that in the chat too, right? Because as a boss, right, and we're boss moves, we don't lie, right? So we're not making stuff up. Who wants to work with a know-it-all? Not I, said the cat, right? Not I don't. Those people, even though they might be full of knowledge, we learn with and through others, right? And so nothing that we do of great value in this earth, on this earth, is done in isolation. Let me say that again. So if you're the type of person who knows it all and it's not good at working with others, you're missing out on some impact. So I want to challenge us this year to become a learn-it-all. On the pursuit of purpose, listen to me. There is a whole world of things that as I have journeyed out into this solopreneur thing, I've just had to learn so much that I don't, it's a new world, right? And so you have the choice. You have the choice of folding in when you recognize you don't know a thing, or you can lean in and learn. Drop that in the chat. Lean in and learn. And that is what we're doing in 2024. We're becoming learn it all. This is directly tied to confidence, right? 2024, we're making boss moves. You need to walk in a room and know you belong there. You need to show up and know that the people been waiting on you, right? You need to know this. But we can only walk in spaces like that if we know what we are supposed to know, and or if we are willing to acknowledge, I know this, but I don't know that. Tag, you're it, right? Either way, it requires confidence, right? So drop in the chat. What is confidence? Somebody drop it in. What is confidence? What is confidence to you? Just drop it on in there and go ahead and like and share this video. Y'all are helping me out. I appreciate it. What is confidence? What is confidence? And again, I know there's always a lag, but what's your definition of confidence? What is your definition of confidence? I'll share with you. Knowing that you've been called to do a certain thing, come on with it. Knowing, all right? Knowing that you've been called to do a certain thing. Confidence comes with time and experience, folks. You got to do some things, right? And that is so true. The more you do the thing, the better we get at it. The better we get at a thing, the more it's like, okay, all right, I got this, right? Belief in oneself, right? Absolutely, absolutely. Confidence is basically a feeling of trust in your abilities. All right, let me say it again. In my mind, confidence is a feeling of trust in your ability, your capability, your impact, right? Your ability to do a thing, right? And we get better with our confidence as we go. Somebody said a firm trust come through, right? A firm trust. We only have that when we know what we're supposed to know and we're willing to stand on that thing. So in 2024, y'all, we're not showing up a weakened version of ourselves. So y'all know I'm a country girl and I'm really working on some of my bad habits, okay? So some of my good habits, I've really been working out. I mean, last week was a 4 gym day week. I got in there. But me and Sweet Tea, sometimes I stop by McDonald's. I stop by McDonald's and get a sweet tea, right? I'm working on that thing, right? But I gotta acknowledge that that's what the thing is. I gotta acknowledge that I'm working on that thing, right? And I gotta learn some alternate tricks to fix my sweet tooth, right? Learning it all. I gotta realize that I gotta keep it moving. But again, with the sweet tea, we not walking in watered down, right? In the country, during the summertime, that's where I was going. I'm sorry. If you sit outside with your sweet tea and some ice in it, what happens? It gets watered down. That's not what we're doing in 2024. We are not going to water down who we are. We're going to walk in firmly. So again, that's step 2. Again, drop that in the chat for me. Number 2, we are going to be a learn it out. I love, she said, I'm standing on my own 2 feet. She said, but I'm stopping at McDonald's too. We're going to work on that. We listen, thank you for telling me I'm not alone, but we're going to work on that. We're going to fix it. All right, here we go. So step 1 was what, folks? What was step 1? I'm dropping back up. Step 1 was purpose is not limited. My purpose is not limited to my position. The second one that we're looking at is we are going to be a learn it all. And then lastly, ask yourself that and answer it right now. I'm going to give you a moment of reflection, right? Just a moment. How did I serve somebody else today? If we're talking about purpose, then that's the pursuit of purpose. And that's what boss is being about, right? It's about how am I helping others elevate? How did I serve others today? And if I can be honest and blunt, sometimes life happens to you and you feel like, oh my Lord, I am in a valley experience. And you guys, if you watch my videos, one of them I'm talking about keeping it moving, like the direction, right? But sometimes you can find yourself in a valley experience. But check this out. Even in my valley experience, that's somebody else's hilltop experience. Let me slow down. On my day that I feel like it can't get any worse, that is what somebody else is praying for. And I'm gonna be quiet because I need y'all to think about that. On the days that you just like, somebody else needs just a little bit of what you got on that day. So don't ever think that I'm not in a position to serve because you are, right? And we know so many times we want to equate what we can do for others to money, right? Do you need resources? Yes. But resources is so much bigger than money. There are so many things that you can do to serve somebody else today that sis, brother, kings, queen, purpose, you have no excuse. And I'm leaning in on that one. You have no excuse moving forward not to serve somebody else. And again, right now, I'm encouraging you. I see you. Again, I hear you. And the more empathetic you become, y'all, seriously, I can walk by people and feel. And I'll double back just to give them some of my good energy, right? Because again, energy is contagious. Energy is contagious. Energy is contagious. But again, just remember that even on your worst day, you still have something to give. Even on your worst day, you still better be up to some purpose. Drop that in there. Drop that in the chat. Even on my worst day, I still better be up to purpose. Even when I'm down, I'm up to purpose. Drop it in the chat and be reminded, folks, that there's always opportunity. If you look for it, there's always opportunity for you to serve somebody else. And you know, serving others is the gift that keeps on giving. Kindness, the gift that keeps on. There is no way that you can serve somebody else and not feel better in the process, right? So know that even on those days that it's tough for you, that's a way out too. Look out. Look out and look to see whose hand can I touch, whose heart can I encourage today, whose hand can I link with, and just tell them it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So again, we hope that you had all three of those notes. So again, it was purpose. It's not limited to position. We are going to be learning. Listen, matter of fact, drop in the chat right now. What are you working on learning this year? Right now in the chat. What is something that you know my heart's desire is to get better at this thing, or I just know I need to do a better job with this? Drop it in the chat. We have brave space here, right? Brave space. We are all helping each other. My struggle may be the thing you're triumphant at, and so I need some of that, and vice versa, right? So what's the thing that you guys are working on for this year? What are you learning? Somebody said biking skills. Yes, y'all. We better take care of our temples. You only get one. You only get one. Y'all, we do our body so bad, and then we mad when they start tearing down and putting us on the side of the road without any service from the car dealership to come pick it up. Come on with it now. We got to do a better. You got to do a better job with that. I got to do a better job of stopping that sweet tea. It just ain't right, and I know it's not, and I'm gonna do better. Right? Somebody said technology. Yes, there is so much, even with this platform. So I had a little trouble. I'll figure the kinks out by next week, because we're coming back next week again. So continue to look at. Way to go, Ty. See you. She said I got 3 more classes. Y'all, let's clap it up for Ty. Keep going, girl. You're right there at the finish line, right? So we just hope that throughout this I told you it was going to be quick. It was going to be real quick. That something was said to encourage you along the way on your pursuit of purpose. And again, with purpose, you got to know things may change. Things may change. And that's the beauty of it. It's a journey. Your evolution, right? Drop this in the chat. My evolution is critically important in 2024, right? My evolution is a must in 2024. Come on with it. My evolution is a must in 2024, right? My evolution is so very important this year. If you're going to be your best you, if you're going to make your greatest impact, if you're going to make boss moves, you've got to know, right? You've got to show up. You got to keep growing, right? So drop that in the chat for me. My evolution is critical. And this is the last one that I want you to drop, and be reminded, folks, that we are making boss moves all this year. Drop it in the chat. I'm making boss moves. And remember, boss stands for bold, optimistic, spontaneous, and substantial. Again, bold, optimistic, spontaneous, and substantial. It is my hope, my prayer that something was said, and our quick, and remember, it was quick. Yes, our quick time together that will help you along your way this week, and not only this week, but this whole year. Remember, we're making boss moves all year. Make sure that you've liked this video, that you've shared or tagged somebody. We'll be back next week. And guess what? Next week, I've got a guest. We're talking about minding my mental health. And I had to sit back on that one. I did, right? It's a struggle sometimes. And so we have a professional licensed mental health therapist that's going to join us next week to give us some quick tips on some things that we can do to help our year be better than last year for all of us, because it can always get better. Drop that in the chat. It can always get better, and it will. So I always want to say thank you for all of your support. Thank you. We could not do this without you guys. And I am going to, before I jump off of here, remember that we are hosting an in-person event here on the Gulf Coast in 2 weeks. So if you're here, make sure you drop by. It's going to be a great time. We're talking vision, we're talking purpose. And you guys know I always party with the purpose. So make sure that if you are here, and if you aren't here, if you are within the Mississippi 2.5, come on down. Get your tickets, use code 2024, and we will see you guys then again. Hashtag drop it one more time. Boss Moves 2024. I love you guys. Remember that somebody is depending on you to show up the best version of you. It's always a great day to be you, and never forget, be boss. See you guys next time. Next Sunday, same time, right here. See you. Have a great week, right? Make it a great week. You've got the power to do that.